Welcome to Magic to Millions,
We document this guy's journey
where I take this stuff.
and turn it into this stuff.
What you are seeing here, guys, is the remnants of what was over 300 sets. Or just about 300 sets. I think it was 297. We'll call it 300 to be close. Of Magic from all the way to Onslaught, to Gatecrash, to War of the Spark, to all these moles. Look at these things. I had over 150 of these things. I did not want this lot. There was Modern Horizons 2 in here. This is an order that I'm popping off to Card Kingdom here to get shipped and sent off. I might actually borrow that order number out just to be safe. These are sets that I'm pulling out that are already sold for people. These are some other ones that are going to get sold as loose because the previous owner actually removed the seals from these, unfortunately, but they're still complete sets. But all of these are going to get put up on eBay and sold slowly now over the next 30 to 90 days, hopefully. And I'll get a bit of an update here in a minute once this clicks over, and you guys can enjoy the rest of the video. Okay guys, so like you saw in that previous minute and a half rundown, so what I have left from that purchase, right, I'm in it for about 15 grand. I have already recouped most of my money. What did I do? I used connections to sell some stuff locally. I buy listed some stuff. I have stuff shipped out to MPG 30th in Vegas now. I did a lot of shenanigans with some other things. I broke down binders, broke down singles, sold the mole sets. I have stuff listed online. All in all, it was about, I think it was like 160 sealed moles, something like that. Magic mole means Magic Online. It's the redemption thing for it, right? The non-foil sets. And then I also had roughly like, I think it was like 100 something open sets, and there was 4 of each set, so like 4 Kamigawa Neon Dynasty, 4 Streets of New Capenna, 4 Fire X will be 1, 4 whatever, and it had 4X of every card in there. There's also some random stuff in there, some commander decks, because some stuff that was supposed to be sealed was not sealed, so some stuff, I took some of the commander decks to kind of offset the price a little bit. I'll be sitting on those for, I don't know, the next 6 months to a year probably, because they're not going to sell very fast, because it's the 2015, 2016 commander decks. So my approach to that was to just get it in and out as quickly as possible. So last week I ran from Sunday morning when the collection arrived to when I got it out of the house. They left around, I think it was around like 10 or 11 is when they left. I was processing singles from the minute they left till about 10, 10:30, 11 o'clock each night. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I then also was working at work, so I would get up at 4:30 in the morning. I would then come home, continue processing singles, get stuff listed, buy listed, sold, whatever. I have stuff listed everywhere. I broke down 15 binders, I think. I condensed dozens of the sets. I sold a bunch of the moles to people that I know locally. Some master sets that I had that my buddy needed, some singles that he needed as well to complete his sets. And then what I have basically left now is my profit margin. I should make about 25%, depending on how well this stuff does in Vegas that I have there with a buddy of mine. And then that will leave me with a pretty decent profit margin and some number of thousands of dollars, right? The reason that was so fast for me is because I have another collection I have to buy in a few more weeks for even more money. So, and this is a fab collection that I'm purchasing after this. This is a Magic-based collection. Part of this process is knowing your numbers, right? So if you know what you can move quickly, what you can't move quickly, what I'm going to be sitting on for a long time, like those commander decks, certain singles, random odds and ends. You sit on playmats for a long time. Usually accessories, sometimes they move quick, sometimes they don't. And then random high price items like master sets, some of them just sit for ages. So can I technically net more money if I took all 100 whatever of those master sets that were complete sets, put them on eBay, and wait 24 months and then just leak them out a couple sets here and there at a time? I probably could. What do I net more per set? Like $10, $15 maybe at the end of the day, just for the time, effort, and stuff. Honestly, not really worth the money for me long term, because even if I take that number, let's say it's $20 per set and I have 150 of these sets, right? That's $3,000. If it takes me 12 months to 24 months to net an extra $3,000, why wouldn't I just take the sleeves, break them down, sell them $200-$300 a piece on eBay, pull in $300-$400 that way? Take all these binders, same thing, sell them to locals, $10-$15 a piece. I have like 30 or 40 of these binders. That's $300-$400. Just boom, 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 real quick. Just $300-$400 just in accessories, random loose odds and ends. Call it $500 just for a nice easy day. And then I can just sell it all and blow it out as singles. And then my real deficit for 1 week of effort versus 2 years is $500. Not really worth it to sit on it for years. The difference is with the sealed moles, though, because they're sealed and they command a much higher premium, as long as my net profit is all in the moles, those are what I can let sit for a long time, drip them out on eBay, sell one or two here and there, do onesies, twosies, move one every other week, whatever that ends up being. And I don't mind leaking those out over like an extra year or two, because like honestly, the margin on those, if I wait a year or two, is going to be 30 or 40% more than if I had just sold the master sets. So the idea behind this collection was break down the singles, sell as many of the molds as I can whole, that way I can get the biggest premium for my dollar, and then kind of break stuff down that way. So far, worked exactly as planned. I did quite literally grind out, I did the math, it was 19-hour days between my full-time job and breaking down the singles, buy listing, selling, TCG player, etc., sorting, processing, de-sleeving, debindering, moving, adjusting, condensing, getting all this stuff done. It was a ton of work. It was 19-hour days, 6 days straight, and I grinded out on Saturday for a while as well too. It was grueling, I'm not gonna lie. Not a big fan of that, but sometimes to make these margins and get these turnarounds and get stuff moving and get product going in this market, sometimes you just have to put in 100+ hour weeks and just go. And that's really, really, really where you're gonna make your millions, right? This channel is my journey on Magic to Millions. I made several numbers of thousands. I don't know the exact value yet, because obviously everything hasn't sold yet, but I'll make somewhere between $3,000 and $10,000 on this purchase over the next, year and a half now, off of a $15,000 investment. I'm okay doing that, and I'll take that $3,000 to $15,000 profit, roll it into the next thing, roll my 15 grand back into something else, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat, and do this. And if I do this 10, 20, 30, 50 times a year, every time I do this, I go from a $15,000 buy to an $18,000 buy to a $21,500 buy, $25,000 buy, rinse, repeat, build, 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 build. That is how you grow these things and you get things built quickly and efficiently. And then all your profit is built into your extras, your overhead that's left over, and that is what you just let basically work for you and build equity net over time. And I'm still moving some of the singles, obviously. I'm actually working out a deal with one of the local stores to take some of the binders and singles that I have left, because I have to get back to the bulk, which you guys see all around me. And this room actually used to be a storage room in my house, and I have now since converted it into my bulk processing room because I needed more space for cards. Go figure. So I have 3 more shelves built in here. They're the nice heavy-duty Home Depot ones, or not Home Depot. Home Depot's really crappy around here. I got these at Lowe's. And you know, that's what these are going to be full of, and they're going to be full of these card houses. Everything's going to be like sorted and broken down. Here I have a, you know, as you can see, you know, these are all, everything's getting sorted by card individually. What is this from? This is from M13. You know, I just have, this is like, I don't know, like 600 something Rain of Blades. You know, that's a lot of uncommons and commons that I have to filter through and bind out and, you know, get listed. And as I get this system built up, I can take more time on other projects, because this is my main project right now. It's my biggest cash sink that I have, and I need to start recouping my money on this. The problem with this kind of stuff is you want to be efficient with how you do things, right? So I can't just haphazardly list stuff like this and just hope and pray it sells. I need to be efficient, you need to be effective, and you have to be quick with how you do things. This is going to be about 10-minute video, guys. I'm going to wrap this one up. This is actually going to be aired a week after I intended it to, because some shenanigans happened in the video last week, but I'm getting all these recorded all at once so I can kind of get my stuff uploaded. Here's a cat. Rudy did not steal my cat. And, you know, guys, stay vigilant out there. The market is atrocious. This market is horrible. It is bad. Like, it's bad. Like, I'm buying collections and singles for 30, 40 cents on the dollar because people are just so desperate for cash and they need money like right now. And you know, it's their prerogative to need the money right now. And honestly, like, I'm turning down deals. I know other people that are very large buyers that are also just turning down deals. I had a 6-figure collection of vintage. It's kind of just sitting there right now. Like, my partner and I were both kind of like, nah, I don't know, like, I want this, but like, I'm not in any rush right now, because like, vintage is not, it's not easy to move big vintage assets like that. It takes time, it takes a lot of effort, it takes a ton of capital. So, you know, it's a buyer's market right now. Like, if you want to buy and you have cash, you're like, you name your price on some of these buys. Like, people are hurting. You know, be careful out there, guys. Do not leverage yourself. Calculate your income. Do not burn yourself in this market. You want to be ready to capitalize on those purchases with your capital when you can. So that's kind of the biggest takeaway from this, is just be efficient, capitalize on your sales when you have them, and, you know, guys, just be out there and looking. It's a buyer's market. On that note, guys, have a good one, and I'll see you guys soon.